in the trial of the man accused of killing Memphis basketball star Lorenzen Wright. The jury heard chilling details of how Billy Ray Turner, with the help of Lorenzen's already convicted ex-wife, Shara, carrying out their plot to kill the NBA player for his money. Brad Broders is live at the courthouse where the verdict was read less than an hour ago, and we're going to hear more from Brad shortly. But first, let's listen in to Lorenzen Wright's mother, Deborah, who is speaking right now.
God, I still been this day. One old Lord, but we good. Thank you, Jesus.
How do you plan to carry on Lorenzen's legacy?
I'm going to do his birthday every year, his death date every year. I'm going to keep his name. His name ain't going to never die as long as I'm living. And then when I die, I got other churches. They can keep on what I started going on. And I'm trying to find something to get a scholarship in his name to give kids. I'm going to do some stuff on in the name of my child.
Mr. Boyd, more than likely, Shara Wright is going to see, with all this media here, she's going to see this tonight. You have any words for her?
Yeah, baby. Lord coming to see me next month. That's all I want to tell you. I'm getting all my kids back. I've been talking to them and everything. That's all I want her to know. They finna be back with the right woman.
Miss Marion, you're on ABC 24 now. We just took our show. How does this feel right now, this verdict today?
I just still want, I'm not through screaming. I haven't screamed enough, thank you, yet. It's still in me. I still feel it. It's got to come out. It's going to come out probably later on today somewhere. I hadn't hollered loud enough yet.
Hearing guilty on all three charges, life in prison at least, what was running through your mind hearing that verdict?
Thank you, Jesus. He could suffer like I've been suffering for the last 12 years without things. I have my child.
I know you just mentioned you can't have closure, but what does this mean to you?
It's a celebration for me because we got somebody else, for actually doing what they did. Not just facilitation. He got charged with the real deal crime. Murder, first degree, and facilitation. All the above.
Did you have any eye contact with Billy Ray Turner today?
Every time I looked at him, he turned his head. But I stared him down. I can tell you how many hairs he got going down his face. I was on him like this.
Mrs. Marion, what kept you going through all of this? There's 7 years where this was a cold case.
Actually, his children. They wasn't talking to me. Well, one of them talking to me because I kept having their day at the birthday party. I kept having a vision. They said if I hadn't kept doing all that, then they wouldn't. Mama wouldn't have got arrested. But once they start realizing what they hear, they cool. I got pictures of my granddaughter I ain't seen in 11 years. I haven't seen her. She called me the other night. I had to get her off the phone.
To your other grandchildren that you haven't spoken to, what do you want to tell them?
I love them. They know. But I want to tell them again. I'm always love my grandkids. They ain't sour because they mama sour.
If you could talk to Billy Turner, what would you tell him?
You fool. How you let a woman miss your life for? She tricked you like she was gonna marry you and y'all were gonna live on that $1 million and she married 2 other guys and you wasn't either one of them. You fool. You should have played it out first. Dummy.
Thank you, Miss Marion.
Thank you. You sure what I tell you. Dumb bum.
Well, you just heard there a very emotional and understandably emotional Deborah Marion, who's the mother of Lorenzen Wright, says she cannot get closure to the verdict, but she's happy with it nonetheless. Here is the 3 counts that Billy Ray Turner was found guilty of just a short time ago: first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and criminal intent. It didn't take the jury very long either. They only deliberated just a couple of hours before making their decision. Many of you wondering, what about Shara Wright, Lorenzen's ex-wife, who was also involved in his murder? Well, she is serving a 30-year sentence after pleading guilty to facilitating first-degree murder. Prosecutors say she recruited Turner, who was both her lover and her cousin, to commit the murder. They say she was with Turner when he shot and killed her ex-husband, brought her own gun, and even fired it, but tossed it into the bushes when she was excited and scared. They also say she tried to cover up the crime. Well, if you missed any part of the Billy Ray Turner trial, we have followed it from the beginning, and you can find everything you need to know on ABC24.com. And we'll be having more on this case, certainly throughout this newscast and tonight.